coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.
Hey man, shout out everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. Boom. Man, I'm sore. I've been working out, man. I'm sore. But it's all good because this, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. You gotta try to get in shape, man. One thing the jail taught me, I will say this. Man, the jail taught me you gotta get your weight up, man, because these Bammers in here strong and man, bro, you gotta understand. I'm boxing, so I'm trying to, I'm trying to, be somebody, you dig? So weight is mandatory. I'm welterweight, so at the time, that's 147. So my weight is in the 140s. I'm always like in the 140s, you know what I'm saying? So by the time I get to the jail, I'm probably like 147, 148, 149, no more than that, you know what I'm saying? Round about that weight. So that's a little dude, you know what I'm saying? So when I get into jail, I'm immediately, like sizing dudes up. It's like six to eight dudes in the cell block. But it's like everybody big, everybody, tall, lanky, fat, or built, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But off the top in my mind you, I ain't never been in those jails. I ain't never been in no prison and that. So in my mind, I'm like, anybody say anything to me off top, I'm bang, bang, I'm gonna rip on them. You know what I'm saying? This is my mentality already. I ain't trying to talk to nobody. I ain't trying to know nobody. I ain't with none of that. I'm just minding my business. You know what I'm saying? Only thing that really was on my mind, I'm so discombobulated. Only thing really on my mind is getting on that phone. You know what I'm saying? And once I started seeing it was gonna be an issue with that phone, like dudes trying to run that phone, I'm getting on that phone, dog. I'm willing to fight, pop, whatever. That's how I got in so many fights in the jail. I would say 80% of the fights that I got in the jail was over that phone because I wanted to use that phone. I'm fresh, I'm new, locked up. I gotta use that phone, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm married. I just got married. I got a wife. I got my family. I got a kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, I'm getting on that phone. I ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing else going on. I'm blowed in my head. I got all these charges coming at me. I don't know what my, you know what I'm saying, my future is. And only thing I got left is that. And you think I ain't getting on that phone, man? You had to kill me if I would get on that. Word up. So that was like a lot of my issues. So when I get in the rumbles or something, then I get moved and they put me over here, they put me over there. I was moving. So I remember they put me in this block. And I'm in this block, man. This is, I guess they got this like an old timer block. Like these dudes, like it's 8 people in there. Probably 3 of them have been to prison before. You know what I'm saying? They on their way back to prison, So they had this Bama in there, man, big Bama, man, named Bam Bam. And he was a big Bama. He was a big one. He was a big one, man. His chest set out like this, man. He had the Goldberg shoulders. And he gonna let you know he big because he every time he come out in the block, out in cell, he ain't got no shirt on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And he was kind of like brown skin. It's probably about, he won't pecan and tan, but he was close. You know what I'm saying? Like a brown skin dude. He had a chipped tooth in the front. And little naughty fro, little small fro, probably like that. Little naughty joint, right? So I'm like, boom, I see how he on them soap operas. He watching the soap operas. That's all he doing. He watches soap operas. He get on the phone every now and then, but he talking tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way he walking around, and he be asking for food off dudes' trays. Now, mind you, this man about maybe 5'11", 5'10", but he weigh about 240, 250. You know what I'm saying? You could, and from a dude that's coming from 140 something pounds, he look huge to me. He look, you know what I'm saying? He look like a bohemian. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really say nothing when I get in there. I just mind my business. You know what I'm saying? I be in my rack. I come out. I get on the phone. I come out, grab my little funky tray. You know what I'm saying? That's about it. I'm working out in the cell. So every now and then I see them playing cards. They was playing at the time they was playing gin rummy. I ain't know how to play gin rummy at the time. I ended up learning how to play gin rummy before I even left the jail because I was in the jail for so long. Because it looks so fun, man. They be playing, but they be arguing and get the scrapping and all that over gin rummy. But it just looked like, man, what is that? I ain't never known nothing about that. The only thing I ever knew was deuces and cards. And before I left the street was deuces, which we used to call either pity pat or deuces. And I didn't even know tonk. I don't even think I knew tonk at the time. I knew deuces and spades. You did. So all of this other stuff I learned since I've been in the penitentiary. I ain't know how to play no poker, none of that stuff, right? Which if you ever go to prison, I advise you never to pick up the habit of poker. I don't care how intriguing it look. When nobody, don't do it. I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna take you down a rabbit hole that you might can't get out of. But anyway, so they was out there playing. They was playing something. One of them card games. I think it was rummy. And he get to argue with a dude. Now this dude ain't no little dude, but he ain't. In jail, prison, whatever. You cannot act like you scared or nothing. Even though this man was big, this dude wasn't no little dude neither. But he was like, man, they get to argue back and forth. He was like, man, I ain't trying to hurt that man. He said, man, what you mean, man? I ain't no punk. He said, who said you was a punk? And they going back and forth. He said, man, nah, man, you put down. They going at it, right? So next thing you know, dude stand up. So when he stand up, I'm sitting on my bunk, right? It ain't number one tier, a little flat tier. You can sit on your bunk. It's bars. I can see them right there. They playing right there at the table. So I can just sit on my bunk. Ain't like I hustling or nothing. It's right there in front of me. So they getting loud. They get loud. They stand up. And dude, I said, what you standing up for? He said, man, you standing up. So he said, man, what's up? What you want to do? He said, what you want to do? So next thing you know, he let Bam just get close to him and just grab him, man. And he grabbed him so fast, but he grabbed him in the neck, right? So when he grabbed him in the neck, dude, you could tell he don't know how to fight. He had a little sass to him, but you could tell he don't know how to fight because when he grabbed him in the neck and pushed him back, he just started like swinging, you know what I'm saying, Jack, trying to hit him. Instead of getting this, man, you got to get this grip up off you. You know what I'm saying? Break that grip or something. Get that up off you, man. The man got your neck. So he just started swinging. Man, he drove him back into the bars and banged his head up against the bars. So when his head hit the bars, I think that just took it out of him, bro. I think the fight was just gone up out of him. It just like discombobulated. So when he hit it, you could see his body like go from to like limp. Bro, he slung that Bama down right there by the shower, right? And we ain't got but one shower in the block. Right in the corner, in the back. It got a little lip on it, probably about this big. That, step over to get in the shower, I guess, to keep the water from coming out. So when he slung him down, boom, on the floor right there. So the lip is right here, and his head is right in front of the lip, like in the corner of the lip of the shower and the bars. So you got steel and concrete. But he slung that Bama down on the floor like that, man, and he started stomping him in the face. B.A. Negro. You know what I'm saying? Man, he stomped that dude, man, about 4 or 5 times, man. All you saw was just blood, man, blood. And I'm like, boom. And by now, I ain't the only one. I'm get up, but I said stand at my door. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking, because it's right there. And everybody else out there, a couple dudes out there, the other dudes looking out their door, he stomped him, man, probably about 4 or 5 times. Yang. Oh, man. And he turned around, he flexed. He said, yeah, what's up? Who his homeboys is? Chest flexing, Goldberg, shoulders jumping out. So, I'm taking note, you know what I'm saying? In my mind, I'm just looking at this, but my heart rate is up for sure. I'm just being honest, you know what I'm saying? Ain't like, you know what I'm saying? I guess you could call it fear, but ain't like I'm scared of him or nothing. It's just normal, because in my mind I'm like, ooh, this is a crazy situation. So it's just like mind boggling, bro. I'm like, And I'm like, where the police? They ain't nowhere, nothing. So he down that joint. So he on the floor, he like, it's this thing, man. I done came to the conclusion, like when dudes be like gargling in their blood, I believe it's because they bleeding and they're unconscious, subconscious, but they trying to breathe, but the blood is like getting caught in their throat or something, and it's making it hard for them to breathe. That's why it always sound like that, like they coughing or something. They be like, and he was trying to get up, and he was like moving. Slowly, and dude walking around flexing like, oh, that's with me, man. I ain't got time for that. Nobody playing with me, man. I don't play, man. I don't play. And he just walking up and down chill, just acting like he just like this hell of a guy, right? So dudes is just looking. So as dude get a little bit like, I wouldn't even say all the way on his knees. He was trying to get to his knee part, and he turned around when he was coming back up to tears, so he seen him like trying to get up. He said, oh, you getting up? Oh, you getting up? You getting up? Bro, it's like, bro, you know, like when you see on the football field when the punter grabbed the ball and then he go to punt, he was like, boom, and kicked him in the face, bro. His head went back. Bang! Hit the bars again. He fall down. One time he was laying this way by the lip of the shower joint. When he kicked him, bang! Flipped him all the way upside down and he laying on that side. Then he came over and started kicking him in the stomach. Boom, boom, boom. And he holding on to the bars and dude was right there by the bars. He like, boom, boom, boom. And man, I'm like, God, what the joke crazy? It's like he had zero. And when I tell you zero, I'm like zero mercy, right? Zero mercy, right? And in my mind, I'm like, what the? And dudes ain't yelling and screaming and stuff like that. Like in the jail, ain't nobody saying nothing. So if the police don't hear it, then they ain't coming. The only way they gonna hear it is the noise. If dudes doing all that, then they gonna know. Other than that, they just coming when they make a round. You know what I'm saying? And it's customary, you know, even in the jail, not to be making all that noise. You get to making all that noise like you telling, you policing. You know what I'm saying? So man, dude is laying down there, bro. It's like he fighting for his life, bro. He like bleeding everywhere. He choking. He can't sit up. He can't get up. He just laying down there, head on his own. And he done punished this joker, right? So I'm standing at my door. He walking around acting like he Bolo or somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? What's up? Yeah, what's up? I ain't the one to play with. I ain't the one. I'm telling y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I done been to the penitentiary. Woo, all this crazy stuff, right? And like I said, I'm sitting there, you know, I guess you can call it intimidated. I'm kind of, but at the same time, there's zero. When I tell you zero, I mean zero doubt in my mind to be pulled up on me. I'm taking off. I'm taking flight off top. I don't know. You ain't gonna do me like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let you do me like that. You had to kill me first. So he just walking around, he looking at different people or whatever, right? But I'm at my door. So I go back and sit on my bunk like, boom, okay, it is what it is. It's on my mind, but they don't know. I just sit on my bunk like, yeah, whatever, like it ain't bothering me, but it's bothering me. It never bothered me. I'm like, man. So I say all that to say that was a valuable lesson for me, man. That was a valuable lesson for me early in the jail. I couldn't really fully process it, but I knew it was a valuable lesson. To me, the way I processed it was, in my mind, I was saying, oh yeah, these brothers are strong. You know what I'm saying? They ain't so much as, you know what I'm saying, technique of bang, bang. They like physically strong. You know what I'm saying? Big, strong. They're going to grab you. They're going to manhandle you. They're going to get you down and ground and pound you and stomp you and all of this type of stuff. So you got to envision yourself being in that position. So I'm just sitting there and I'm like, man, the only thing I was thinking in my mind was I wanted to start working out right then. I did, but I felt like, I mean, in my mind, I'm feeling like they would have been like, oh, yeah, he's trying to work out now. He's scared. I don't know why that makes sense, but that's what I was thinking like. So, I'm saying to myself, soon as they lock up and they close these doors, I'm getting on that flow. You know what I'm saying? If I'm doing 200 push-ups and 200 dips a day, now I'm doing 400 and 400 a day. I knew I had to get my weight up. You know what I'm saying? Because I see what you know what I'm saying, what the playing field is. And I see these jokers ain't got no mercy. They're going to try to shine on you, bro. They're going to try to do you dirty. just because I think they trying to scare everybody else. You know, was it working? Probably so. Probably so. Probably so. You know what I'm saying? And the Bama big. You know what I'm saying? He big. I'm talking about, bro, his chest sitting up like this, shoulders up. Cause he done been to prison. I think I heard him say, I ain't sure, but I think I heard him say he did like 11 years before. You know what I'm saying? I'm going back. You know what I'm saying? I'm going back. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all ain't never been to prison. They got some. He talking that talk. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't talking nobody in particular, but I'm picking up this. Bro, I'm in this joint every night off the back of that bunk, man, doing back arms. I'm doing push-ups till my chest hurt, till my chest sore, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I'm like 140 something, you did? And I'm just thinking in my mind, I can't let nobody manhandle me like that. I can't let nobody do me like that. Now, I'm thinking, and I'm pretty confident is, if I take off on a joke, I don't care how big he is. He going up out of here because I know where to put it. I know where to place that. I know where to place them shots, and I'm on bang bang bang. I'm on. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was getting in a lot of fights, especially after I got seen that, because I'm like, man, I'm not sitting here arguing with a dude. I'm not gonna wait for no dude to just reach out and grab me. I'm not gonna wait for no dude to take off on me. I'm not doing none of that. If you start getting disrespectful, you get louder, bang, 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 I'm gonna set you down. You know, I'd rather deal with it that way. You know what I'm saying? I had that mentality all the way from the jail. But when I seen that mama drag that dude like that, and bro, ain't nobody even helped the bro, man. Only way he got help was when that CO came around, making a round, and walked by and seen the man in the box. He almost walked right by him. Bro, he almost walked right by him, bro. He come in through the door. He looking, we like right on the side. He looking, he walking. He almost walked right by the dude. He was almost at the end where the dude, where the shower at. And when he gets to that, he go through a door, go through the other side. So he was going by, he said, hey, yo. And he see that blood down there, he hit the bottom, yo. And he pulled his radio out. He said, hey, man, what's wrong with him? Hey, what's wrong with you? Dude couldn't even answer, man. He couldn't even answer. He was like, and he seen all that little blood laying down there, the whole side of his t-shirt, red blood, as he laying on blood. And he called the people, man, y'all go to your cell. And they come get him. They took him up out there. I never saw that dude again. Never saw him again, man. And they kept coming in there. They walk around. They looking at everybody. They want to see your hands. They ask what happened. You know, ain't nobody going to say what happened. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody going to say what happened. You know what I'm saying? But they took that joke up out of there, man. Ain't no telling what he probably messed up for life. You know what I'm saying? And the Big Bama's still up in here. Big Bama's still up in here. You know, they went to his cell first. You know what I'm saying? I guess because they looking at his size and asking like, man, what's going on here? What happened here? You getting trouble? Man, I don't know what happened. I've been in my cell. You know what I'm saying? And they go down the line. Same thing. I said, but I just woke up. You know, so it was like lessons though. But I'm like, boom, I just got to working out hard. It just something in my mind. So man, you got to get your weight up, bro. You got to get your weight up because they grab you. Anybody can grab you. You went 140 some pounds and you on your way to the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? And you just seen this Big Bama. If nothing else, manhandle. I don't know if dude had any fighting skills or not because he ain't never get a chance to use them. Only thing he was doing, you know, that ain't gonna work, bro. This dog had a hold of your neck, man, like the Grim Reaper. And bang! And once your head hit that steel, bro, it's over. It's over. So a Bama can grab you, pick you up, slam you down, and stomp you out, kick your teeth out, man, stomp your head. What can you do? Only thing you can do is stop him before he can get to that point, man. So, man, my motto would take off. Just take off, man. You know what I'm saying? Slam off on the joke. I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying? Because you see that, you heard that, you can hear the impacts, the punches, the kicks, the stomps. And you looking at yourself and you saying, man, I can't take that. No, it's the same reason dudes push that in the penitentiary, bro. That's the same reason they can call it what they want, but it's a fear of not having it happen to you. You gotta move first, bro. Because if you don't, you could be on the other end of that. You know what I'm saying? You could be on the other end of that. And when you look at these big knives and stuff they got in prison, these Bethlehems, thick and old rusty steel, you saying to yourself, bro, if somebody hit me with that, I might not make it. So you gotta be like, ultra aggressive on yours, man, and your judgment got to be right. Like, is this man plotting on me? Is he going? You got to get him. Boy, I can't tell you how many dudes I got late thinking that the dude won't gonna do nothing, thinking that he was pump faking, thinking that, man, you got to get him, bro, cause you could be on you could be on the business end of that. You could be on the business end of that. You know what I'm saying? They bringing you the business. You be on the business end of that, man, if you board driving, man. So that jail taught me. I seen some vicious stuff in that jail, man. I was in many fights in that jail, brawls and all. But bro, I just knew I had to get my weight up. Before I left, when I went in jail, like I said, I was probably in my 40s. Before I left the jail, I probably was getting ready to push 160. I probably to like 158. You know what I'm saying? 157, between 157 and 160. You know what I'm saying? So that may not seem a lot like a lot to y'all, but to me, you know what I'm saying, maintaining my weight at 140 some pounds on purpose all this time that I've been doing it for a couple of years, that was like, bro, that was like one of the biggest I done been. And to put that much, that's still almost like 10, 11, 12 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Which is a lot. And I was cut. By the time I'm dipping and push up every day. Sit up and, you know what I'm saying? I was in one block, we bench pressing it. They had it was so full to capacity, they had a bed out on the block that you could, you could what you call it, deassemble, reassemble it. You could take it apart. So we used to take the legs off the back end, have people sitting on it, and get up under that joint and bench press, or grab it and do upright rows while somebody's sitting on the edge for the weights. Man, I was doing that the whole time I was in that block till I got in a fight and had to leave that block. But I was doing all of that trying to get bigger because I seen strength is gonna play a factor. You know, this is why you got these big gorilla behemoths in prison, because they know they so big and strong. That alone, the intimidation factor of a green dude that don't know the art of warfare gonna look at him and be like, he intimidating. You know what I'm saying? But once you learn all, man, size don't really mean that much. But I was young then, and in my mind, it means something to a degree. You know what I'm saying? To a degree, but it's not the say all to be all. But if you let one of them big bammers grab you and he really know how to, you know what I'm saying, tussle and wrestle and stuff, oh, you done. I mean, that's just the truth for the situation. You done if he know what he doing. Because you not gonna be able to get out of his grasp. You not, because you're not physically strong enough to do that. You know what I'm saying? You not, unless you know the little arts of warfare. You know the little pressure points on the body. It's 22 in the body, 11 on each side. Do you know where they at? You know, unless you willing to grab a nut sack and try to twist that joint like you know what I'm saying? Like you trying to turn a knob or something, or unless you know how to put them thumbs in the eye, you know how to bite face, ear, eye, jugular vein. If you don't know all that, and you let one of them big bammers grab you, you done, bro. You done. You done. I'm telling you, they got freakishly strong dudes in prison. Freakishly strong. Freakishly strong. I'm telling you, bro. They can grab you like that, and you can with one hand, and you can't use two hands to get their grip up off. Man, you cannot. You cannot. I'm telling you, bro. And I ain't no weak joker. And I'm talking about this ain't when I first go in. This is my whole bit. I met dudes that's strong like that. I'm talking about right now, to the size that I am right now. I know dudes that's strong enough. You cannot release their grip. You can't release that from you. You can't. One hand, they that strong, bro. So you let one of them bammers grab you, the last button on Jacob's coat, if they mean you any harm. If they mean you any harm. So you got to get them before they can get close to you, bro. You got to be accurate. You got to be first, and you got to be precise. Because if they grab you, it's a wrap on you, bro. Pin you right on down to the ground like you just a little piece of paper they balling up, and then just from a bama that's lifting 400, 500, 600 pounds out there on the yard, hitting you. It's over for you, bro. And I just, it was, to be honest, I'm just keeping it 100. Yeah, the fear of any of that ish ever happening to me made me be who I was, ultra aggressive, because I just couldn't see that happening to me, bro. I just couldn't. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't recover. I know I couldn't recover from that. I couldn't. And if I recovered like physically, mentally, I would not recover from that. I'm gonna kill somebody. This is the easiest way to say. I know I am 100%, 100%, because I ain't gonna be able to. I can't wear that. You know what I'm saying? I can't wear that, bro. I can't wear nobody stomping me out or kicking me all in the face or knocking my teeth out or just because it's like they got a total disregard for my life. And if you don't care if I live or die, what do you think I care about you? You know what I'm saying? It just don't even make sense to me. I would have no mercy on nobody if somebody did me like that, bro. Because I just want that person. If I can't get them, I'm just going to be a effed up individual. Because my whole, everything, all is gone. My mental is just messed up. It's just messed up. I wouldn't even be able to function. So that's why I acted the way I act. And that's why I was, always motivated to move first, man. That's why I don't like to argue with dudes, especially in the penitentiary. I don't want to argue with you, bro. I don't care if you say it's blue, it's blue. And I'm looking at it and I see it's green. But if you say it's blue, it's blue. I just don't want to argue with you, bro. Because there ain't nothing going to come out of this. Nothing that you want, nothing that I want. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff I done seen, bro. And yeah, man. So physical strength in prison, it will play a role. And you know what I'm saying? It will play a role. And it could, you got to do some type of workout, bro. You got to. Even if you're a small, skinny dude, little dude, short dude, whatever, you got to do something where nobody can't just physically move you and handle you the way they want to handle you, like a puppet. Because anytime that could be done and you're not willing to, supplement for your lack of strength or something, it ain't no need for you to be in prison, bro. Ain't no need. I'm telling you, they got freakishly strong bammers in there, man. They will take advantage of you financially, romantically, in any other kind of way they can. They extort you. Everything, bro. You got them in there. They in there. It's up to you to stop that. And when I seen that Bama get brutalized like that in the jail, I knew in my mind, like I said, even though I couldn't fully process it, it more or less motivated me. But looking back now in retrospect, I understood I needed to see that. Because it let me know these jokers ain't got no mercy on you. They ain't gonna have no mercy on you here, man. Don't go in here and try to get all merciful. Okay, he don't mean that. They ain't gonna do nothing. Let him talk Monday tomorrow. Nah, punish him. You gotta punish him. You got to punish him. Punish or be punished. Either or, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, I know I'm rambling because I'm just thinking about this stuff in my head, man, off top of my brain, just remembering that. That was just crazy to me. Yeah, you can laugh or do whatever you want to do. I waited for them to close them doors. As soon as they closed them doors, I was on the floor. Back off. Sit ups. Nah, you don't do me like that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no knives in the jail. Won't no knives in the jail. You might get an ink pen. You know what I'm saying? You might get a pencil or two, but ain't no knives in there, bro. Straight up. Bama grab you. And you weakling. Ain't never did a push up in your life. Yeah, you gotta hope he ain't on that. If he on that, it's bad for you. Anyway, y'all talk to me in the comments. I talk back. Hype me up, like me up, man. Yeah, mercy is a thing that don't exist in the penitentiary, man. It's not in the penitentiary dictionary. The word mercy. It's not in the penitentiary dictionary. You did. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. Talk to me, man. Duck them hooks.
The Banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.